Unfiltered by two. Hi guys, we're back again on another episode of Unfiltered by two with me and Jai, of course. But today we have a special someone that we brought to our podcast today, which is Balqis, our dearest friend. Hi, Balqis. So we're going to be talking about something that we all love, and I would say most people can relate, which is animals. But to be specific,
Cats.
because today we have our special person here, and she's close to Jai, and of course, kind of close to me. I know her, but I feel like it will be better if I give the stage to Jai and handle this episode. So, Jai,
Oh,
all to you.
okay. Thank you so much, Farah. Actually, we met Balkis through university. We have a community that we care for stray cats, like in a student lounge. So if you guys happen to visit USM, you can try to find that place. It's a dreamy place. It's a cute place. Yeah, we were kind of close to the community, and Balkis is one of the core members of the community, which we will introduce later on. Since today's topic is about animals, right? I think we should open our podcast with one question. May I ask both of you, what comes to your mind when you think of the word animals? Farah?
I would say when I think about animals, obviously I think about the cute little animals that I have around me throughout my life. But also some animals that I dislike, like monkeys.
Oh,
But monkeys are cute. Monkeys are cute. I just don't like them because back then when I was a kid, I was at zoo. I think I shared this story one time. I was at a zoo, but just so you know, Balkis, this is the reason why I hate monkeys. I was at a zoo when I was a kid and I was so hungry, but I don't like to tell my parents that I'm hungry. I would just make this like, hangry face. So my dad brought me popcorn. And back then in zoo, the monkeys just run wild, right? And as I was a tiny little kid, right? As I was holding my popcorn, walking happily, a monkey stole my popcorn and shared it
oh,
with his family.
oh,
And I was just like stood there. I just stood there and I was just looking at the monkey. And my dad's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I just did not say anything. I was just looking at the monkey. I feel like at that time, that's when I started like, you know what? All monkeys are the same. But I feel like animals are, I would say, those pearls in our life. People usually take animals for granted. Most humans kill their habitats and all that. But animals is what makes the environment better and makes our life better. And in a way, we are sharing this world with them. And we should remember that we are all living in the same world and we are sharing the same space. That's what I think about animals. What about you, Alkis?
Um, when I think of animals, I think the first word that comes to my mind is life. Animals are not an object in our environments or being created for like human convenience or entertainment only. They are living creatures, right? They can feel pain, they can feel fear, they can feel love and trust. I also think the animals are symbols of innocence. They navigate this world that has been largely redesigned for human benefits. Yet they continue to survive with their strengths. And especially in the case of stray cats, they face like a lot of difficulties, hunger, illness, the weather, and also the uncertainty. But many still retain the ability to trust and also show affection to humans. I also share the same answer with Farah. I have come to see animals as our companions in this shared world. They live alongside with us in our campus, neighborhoods, and also communities. Viewing them this way changed the relationship from one of ownership to one of coexistence. It reminds me that we have moral responsibility to care for the environment and also for the living beings whom we share with it. Yeah.
yeah, I get you guys. Do you guys still remember that actually we humans are also considered as animals? We are
Yeah.
mammals.
Yeah.
We are mammals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Sorry,
basically,
monkey.
uh, kind of monkeys that speak.
I hate myself.
I mean, like, yeah, and I also kind of agree with your points as well because I think animals remind me of pure, the word pure. Every time I look at animals, right, no matter like through documentaries or stuff or just animals around me, I feel like they are the proof that nature actually is what the world is. Although like we are living in what we call civilization, right? Nature still exists all among all between us and we are also part of nature, but sometimes we tend to forget that. So animals kind of remind me that this world is actually all about nature and the purity before civilization. Just like how Balqis said just now, animals are innocent. They know how to trust, they know how to love, no matter how harsh the world is. And I think animals have much for us to learn in those cases. Like nature has plenty much of lessons to offer to us. Although we humans we have existed for like thousands of years, but I don't think we learned anything much from nature. To us nowadays, modern human beings, we are living in civilization, and I think the most close in proximity to us is the animals around us, which is mostly strays. And in this case, we're going to talk about stray cats because obviously the three of us love cats. And you can see Balkis punya profile picture. It's a
It's
cat.
Oma.
Oh, it's
Happy
Oma.
Mother's
Ah,
Day.
Oh, happy Mother's Day, Oma.
the mother
For
of the cats.
the mother of the cats. Yeah, for you guys to know, Oma, which is the cat on Balki's profile picture, she is a mother of four and she has four babies, all adopted by kind families, and she's now with Balkis, which is being one of the fur babies in our student lounge. So yeah, happy Mother's Day, Oma. Happy Mother's Day to everybody because the day of recording is Mother's Day. So do you guys have pets at home? Because for me, I have two cats at home. I adopted my first cat, which is a Birman. Mona, she was adopted from another family, which the family already had a couple of cats in the first place. And then a couple of cats gave birth to another group of cats. So we adopted Mona from there. And my second cat, Luna, was a stray. She's a tabby. She was a stray. And my younger sister brought her home. So yeah, that's the story of my fur babies. And we didn't plan to have pets at the first place, but because some things were going on in our lives, and then we noticed that actually it would be good if we can have a new member in the family, like at least bring some change or to be our emotional support. It's kind of selfish, but we all love animals and we need something to brighten our lives for a bit. And that's what happened. And now we have two big fur babies at home because Mona is like three kilos something, and Luna, I think she's only like 6 or 8 months old, but she's 4 kilo. My God, Luna.
Oh, oh, she's a big
She's a
girl.
big girl. She eats a lot, but she's healthy. She's healthy. They are healthy.
That's good.
Yeah. So you guys have cats at your home?
Currently, my home have around 7 cats.
Oh,
Most of the cats we have been taking care strays. Some comes and go, some want to stay at our home. My family generally we all love cats. So I think throughout my life we have been taking care of like around maybe almost 50 cats. Right now
Oh,
the funny thing is my mom don't like cats. But
ah,
now I heard that she bring the cat to the clinic. Which is
oh.
very surprised. She paid a lot, like hundreds, and I was like, I thought you don't like cat. And then she said that, oh, but she's sick and that she needs help and stuff like that. Yeah, she
Oh.
bring the cat to the clinic, and now the cats have been spayed, and she's thriving. She's rule our house right now. She's the queen.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
cute.
Her name is Baby, by the way.
Baby.
Yeah,
That's
Baby.
But
good.
she's the queen. I mean, it reminds me of my own cat named Baby, but I grew up with cats. At the moment, right now in my house, we don't have any cats, but technically, I grew up with cats since I was a kid, and it's always a stray cat. We don't plan to have cats. Cats just come to us, and my mom loves cats, and my mom loves jogging. So whenever she jogs, sometimes she would come back with a cat or two. One thing about my mom, she would always carry some small packets of cat food, and she would always give food to the strays. And sometimes the strays, you know how cats would follow you whenever you walk somewhere, and sometimes the strays would follow her to home, and we'd be like, my mom would be like, okay, this is Chomel, and this is this. So I mean, even me when I was a baby, we already have one cat called Chomel. It was a Oyin cat. So I grew up basically having like a younger Oyen was a male. So a younger brother lah, basically. Or like older brother because he's older than me. So Oyen always like scared of me when I was a baby. Like whenever I cry, my mom said like Oyen would be there first to see if something's wrong with me and all that.
Oh.
But yeah, I've always grew up with cats. I would say my last cats that I had would be Chunky and Bear. So Chunky and Bear came from their mother called Baby.
Oh,
So
oh, the
Baby is a
baby.
Siamese cat. Yeah, Baby is a Siamese cat that we got from another street. We moved to a new house. My dad saw this cat, but this cat is very scared of humans. Like she would be like super far away from us. The moment we open our door, she would run away. So I'm guessing like she got abused or whatever, right? What me and my dad did, we would just put cat food outside. So at least she's, full. And then I guess she felt safe enough to give birth in our house. So that's how it all started. And then we got Baby, and Baby gave birth to one of my favorite cat that I would never ever stop talking, would be Wakanda, a black cat.
Oh,
I love
Wakanda.
Wakanda, yes, because mind you, Baby is a Siamese. And my neighborhood is filled with Siamese cats. And Baby, we call her Hot Mama because she would always get pregnant. She'll always get pregnant, come home, give birth, take care of the babies, would rest for a bit. Then suddenly she's pregnant again. And it's always Siamese. And then one day I really wanted a black cat because I've never had a black cat my whole entire life. And I really want a black cat. Fully black, fully like toothless lah, basically, right? And I still remember Baby was pregnant. I was poking her belly. I was like, baby, one black cat, please. Just one is enough. And then she gave birth to 4 babies. 3 of them are Siamese. One of them is black cat, which would be Wakanda. And then reason why his name is Wakanda is I was watching Black Panther, and every time they say Wakanda, he would be like, wah, wah, wah. So his name is Wakanda. And then after that would be my last 2 cats, which, no, actually 4. It's Mochi, Teddy, Bear, and Chunky. Mochi died, and then Teddy also died due to parvovirus. I think you guys know parvovirus. It cannot be healed, yeah. So, and then I was only with Chunky and Bear. And I moved to Penang because, study in USM and all that. So my sister was taking care of the cats. And then she was about to get married. So we give it away to our neighbors. And Bear passed away because of old age. Chunky passed away because of loneliness because Chunky only had Bear,
Oh,
and then Chunky passed away because like when Bear passed away, he kind of felt super lonely. Chunky is like a baby. Dia suka cuddle, dia suka hug. So bila tak ada, he kind of felt super lonely until he passed away lah. Now I don't have any cats, but I live on with the memories I have with my cats.
oh, sorry for your loss.
It's okay. It's a sad thing, but again, the innocence of the animals makes you realize that they're not here forever. So
Yeah, they taught us about life, which is they come and go and nothing is permanent.
yeah.
You know, one thing about animals is they live in the memories we create with them, and it's always good memories. I don't think that we have any like bad memories with cats, at least lah, because we love cats, obviously. And I noticed that the cats that we kept at our homes have one mutual thing in common, which is they are mostly strays. This reminds me of one thing that, like people have different perception toward strays. What do you guys think about strays? Because I know that we will have something in common because we take strays back home as our pets. Obviously, we are not people who have bad perceptions towards strays. So I'm curious about what do you think about strays?
I would say, strays are there because they were either domesticated and then thrown away, or they just live in the streets, nobody took care of them, and then they got sick. And then some people are like, they're sick, don't touch it, and all that. Let's put it into perspective. Stray cats are like homeless people.
Mm.
Obviously, not all homeless people are homeless to begin with. Sometimes they got bankrupt and all that. They just live on the streets, right? But does that make them less of a human than us? No. Same goes to strays. Stray cats are still cats. They're still living beings. Stray cats, stray dogs, whatever strays. They're still animals. They're still living being that deserve some kind of respect, some kind of kindness, and a lot of care. And I hate to say that some people they think strays are like garbage. They just like ew, ew. It's like, please. Especially those people who claim to love animals, most of them don't seem to have that same mindset when it comes to strays, which would be hypocrite,
Yeah.
you know? That's why I think people need to remember that strays are still animals. Strays are there because maybe they were torn away, but does that make them less of a being? No. So what about you, Balqis? What do you think?
I believe that stray animals are often misunderstood. They're just like simply trying to survive life. They never choose. Some are abandoned, some were treated badly since they were babies. I recognize that their existence is not a natural phenomenon, but rather a direct consequence of our human negligence, which is that through abandonment and also the failure to neuter them. So when I see stress, I don't see a problem to be removed. I see that it's our job to give solution for them to live in a sharing space with us. As a guardian of the cats of Minden, is about acknowledging our shared responsibility. We are the one who create the condition for stray to exist. So we are the one who must provide for the solution. Feeding them is only a small fraction. The real work is rely on our advocacy, and we give the healthcare, and also we try to educate the society by shifting our narrative from thinking that the stress is a disturbance to community responsibility. For example, we can transform USM, for example, into a place where both humans and animals can live together with mutual respect. We are their voice. The animals don't have voice, so we have to protect them and be that voice for them.
Yeah, I get you. I think I agree with your perception as well because for me, we exist alongside nature, right? Strays were never a problem to remove. Back in the ancient times when we humans purely exist with animals, everybody was the same. We are all animals. But why until now we are civilized and suddenly animals around us are strays? The narrative is just kind of twisted that it made us humans as the owner of the place. But we are the ones who eroded nature. We are the ones who intruded and excluded the animals from their habitats. We take away their space and suddenly they are strays. Actually, we are the intruders. So I think since the society and the world is already like this, right? It cannot just like maybe click our thumb and then suddenly Thanos effect. Suddenly everything will go into place. No, we can't do that. So I think we should do what Balqis mentioned just now. We should find a balance in between humans and animals so that we can live properly together. I like that idea like in Western countries, they have a wildlife crossing bridge. Like they have a bridge across a highway just for the animals from both sides of the forest to cross over. And like that, it reduces the problems of like, animals suddenly running onto highways and then they get ran over. Yeah, that's a good example of human beings finding a balance with animals, with nature. We need more voices to voice out for the animals because just like Bhakti said just now, animals can't voice out like us. So it depends on our advocacy, our voluntarism to protect the animals, to find a balance between human society and nature. And speaking of volunteering, the community that we mentioned during the opening just now is actually called Cats of Minden, which is a community led by students in University Science Malaysia in a place called Minden 11800. It's a student lounge, but it happened to be a place where cats live in because along the way, the crew there started to rescue cats. And it happened to be forming a community that care for stray cats. Cats come and go because some of them were adopted, some of them unfortunately has passed away, but the crew is there is still trying their best to care for the cats there. Balqis here is actually the core member of Cats of Indian so far because
Oh.
she's the one. She could be called the mom of the cats. Like she
The mother
cares
of
for
the cat.
yeah, the mother of the cats. Like she cares for the cats. Like seriously, I would say she cares for the cats. She knows every cat very well, and then she could see whether if the cats are sick, whether if they're healthy, whether if they are moody and stuff. And the cats are all close to her because they can feel her love. Honestly, she is the one person that I feel like she has all her love towards cats. So may I ask Makis, why do you volunteer to care for the cats at the first place?
Actually, everything that has led to this moment is just naturally happened. And I just come to Minden as a regular student. At that time, I heard that this place has cats. I was in my final semester and I really miss my home and my cats. So I come here, I'm searching for the cats. At that time, they have Boo Boo and Pute. Since then, and I come to Minden every single day after my classes, between my classes. I also happen to get close with the staff here, which they manage this place. And I heard that the cats have been brought here because to give cat therapy for the student so they can have the relaxed time here while study and also rest after the classes. And I don't know, just naturally helping the staff to taking care of the cats. And I got the opportunity to continue my studies. So as time passes, it's been since 2023, 3 years, 4 years, something. I've been volunteer here.
Oh.
It's really a long time. I think God want to teach me some lesson, I think. Inshallah. And also why I volunteer, because I believe every living creature deserves compassion and dignity. Trapped cats, they cannot ask for help in words, but we see that suffering is real. So by caring for them, I think we are not only improving their life, but also strengthens the value of empathy and responsibility within us. So I want to care for the cats, and also I want to care for the student who are stressed and want to habiskan masa dorang dekat Minden. And when I see the students feel happy to spend time with cats, I think that also make me happy too.
I can feel you because obviously me and Farah here are the ones that benefit from the cat therapy. Cat therapy is real, guys. It's real.
Yeah.
There
I heard that USM is like first university in Malaysia that have cat therapy.
Yeah, obviously, yes, because I didn't hear that any university in Malaysia has something similar to USM. Yeah, I would like to say so. USM has did something innovative. That is really great because I once heard that someone who visited Minden and I happened to be there, I heard them exclaiming that, damn, this is how university should be like. I was like, oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
have that uniqueness, right?
Yeah, and then I'd be like, "Oh, bro, so sorry. I'm so sorry that you are not one of USM." It's like,
Yep,
USM really
yeah, USM really.
exactly.
Yeah, since I have known Balqis for long, right? So both of us know Balqis for long, but I've known Balqis for a little bit longer, a little bit longer.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know Balqis, but you've known Balqis. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, because I have joined the volunteering afterwards. I also spent days in Minden in the student lounge. I also go there like every day between classes after classes because that's a good place to spend time and for me to feel less lonely because you know that kind of
Mhm.
loneliness when you are away from home and you have to study and stuff, right? So that's a place where I feel home and there are cats. So it helps when you see the cats are just chilling and you will happen to be just chilling with the cats. After time and time, eventually I got close with the staff and of course Balkis as well. I eventually started to help to take care of the cats. But of course I didn't do as much as Balkis lah. It's just that I help when they need manpower, then I'll be there to help. When they need something, I'll be there to help, like something, like assisting from the edge or something. Yeah, like a little sidekick.
As much as you can, lah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, Jay, you're doing very well. Despite I have nothing to give to you, but you're very kind to help me taking care of the cats and everything here.
Oh, thank you. I mean, volunteering is the thing that you don't need anything in return, right? I'm happy to see the cats are okay because I received love from the cats, I received love from the crew, and I was thinking that I should repay. Yeah, that's how it goes. And I'm really happy about my memories, about my time spent in Minden. And I still love Minden. I love Cats of Minden so much. I think that's what that keeps me helping keep on volunteering for Cats of Minden. Because of that, it would say belonging, the feeling of belonging, the belongingness. There is a good feeling when you see the like, you know, when the cats arrived, when they were rescued, they were not in good shape. After some time, you see them getting better in shape after the care we given. It feels so content, I would say. What about you, Farah? Have you ever volunteered in anything similar or will you plan to volunteer in the
I
future?
mean, I did plan, I did to plan to volunteer in Minden, but it always gets like it's always something that comes up that halts that want. But Castle of Minden has always been my place of comfort. I think Jai knows. I will always go there. Like every time, like if I'm missing, where is Farah? Oh, Farah's at Minden.
Mhm.
Farah's at Minden. And every time I go there, it's either to sleep. And every time I sleep, I will make sure there's a cat beside me. Or I'll just play with the cats. So they will always like Whenever I come there, they'll be like, Farah, tak tidur ke? Farah, you not sleeping? And I'm like, no. Oh, you're gonna play with the cats, Farah? I'm like, yeah. Is I did that. Though I never had the chance to volunteer at Cats of Minden. I've had the chance to like volunteer at different places, taking care of cats, stray cats, and all that. I feel like in a way, though I haven't really like done it like officially, I talk about Cats of Minden so much as if it's my second home. Yes,
Oh.
I went to USM to study, right? But I found my second home there because I miss my home. I miss my cats so much and I couldn't see them as much. Cats of Minden healed me in a way because it was a rough time, especially for some people in uni, right? And with the studies, assignments, quizzes, and life itself, it was a heavy burden on me. And going to Minden and seeing the cats, it's like a movie. Like your life is like there's so much happening, and just walking into Minden and seeing all the cats, it's like you're pressing pause and then just being in that moment. You're just enjoying that everything just goes silent and you just like healing, and that's why I love that place so much because in a way the cats there kind of like helped me to be where I am today. So yeah.
Yeah, and
Alhamdulillah.
it's not only the cats, right? It's also the people who kept the place that way, who take care of the
Everything,
cats.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a balance. It's a magic from the balance made from the people and the cats there. So
And without the people that took care of the cats, like Balqis, you and everyone else, the cats won't be there. There would not be a cat therapy lounge in USM. There will be just a student lounge.
it's still a magical experience for me to to have this place when I was studying in USM. I think we are extremely lucky because what's the chances to have this kind of place when you are suffering in uni? Like suffering. I would hate to end our conversation here, but I think it's gonna be the time for the last question in my mind because we all spent some years in uni, right? All our uni courses are like 3 or 4 years, and even Balkis, you are extending your studies there. Do you ever feel some kind of difference before and after your experience with Cats of Minden, like with your volunteering?
I think this journey taught me that compassion, not just a feeling, but it is commitment. I think it's easy to feel sympathy when we see the cat, the stress, suffering, but I think the real compassion means like taking responsibility and choosing to act. I've learned that we cannot always waiting for someone or somebody to solve the problem. If we are aware of a need and have the ability to help them, then we go for it. And also, I think this long journey taught me to understand about resilience. I have seen the magical moments when there's a cat like Luffy. He's been sick since Luffy come here, and it took 4 months for Luffy to heal. And at that time, I kind of give up because the funding, we don't have enough funding, and I feel a bit shame to ask for donation, but I was really what you call terdesak untuk nak tolong Luffy kan. So I opened donation, and surprisingly there's many people come and help, and that time I feel like taking care of the cat teach me that society can unite, to help the cats. And that's the beautiful thing about caring for the cats, and also the beautiful of this journey that taught me. I think this experience has helped me to become a better person. Before this, I have like a mental health issue. Alhamdulillah, this place and the cats have helped me to be proactive, to be compassionate, and also to be grounded and humble about my life. In the middle of the chaos of this world, in our life, I think that caring for these animals, the cats, remind me that there's always a space for kindness and empathy.
Oh, that's
I'm touched.
touched. Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
you know me. My
I'm
God.
touched.
I'm touched because I can feel you again because as a volunteer for Cast of Mina as well, I feel that because I had mental issues before as well. But obviously being with Cast of Mina helped with that. Before volunteering, I would think that the world is very harsh, very dark. After volunteering, I learned that, sometimes some problems or issues, we just have to face it just to break through the bubble that we thought we couldn't fix anything. but actually it happens that we can. It's just that we have to break through the bubble. That it might just be our minds limiting us. And yeah, we can do much. Even as students volunteering, we did much. I can say we did much and we did our best. So I think that kind of enhances my resilience and my confidence in confronting issues in life after that. Yeah, it kind of changes me, like changes my perspective in life as well. So
That's good. I mean, I don't know. I just listening to you guys makes me realize that, we all have somewhat different experiences, but at the end of the day, it's all about shifting your perspective. The point is always gonna be the same, but everyone sees it differently. For Balqis, I remember she said compassion is about consistency. And that is so true. That is so true. We often think that being compassionate is just a natural thing. It's only like kejap ada. Kejap, masa tu habis. No, you have to be consistent at showing compassion, especially when taking care of stray cats. It's not an easy task to do. It's always a challenge. Giving them a second chance, giving anything a second chance would be a challenge to us because we are also living in a chaos, right? That itself would build resilience, like you said, Jay. It is such a beautiful thing that, one thing that about Cast of Minden that till today I love is it showed me that life is not just, we see a lot of like people destroying stuff, people being mean, people being evil, but there are good, there are kindness in the world still. If we, I always tell this to myself. We see what we choose to see. If you always choose to see the chaos and the evil, obviously that's the only thing that you're gonna see. But if you shift your perspective and see what are people trying to do to help in this context, the strays, such a small thing to compare to whatever we are dealing with in the world. But that small little thing matters. And it makes a whole lot of change in yourself because I myself would say it changed me to be more hopeful and to know that nothing's going to change unless I do something about it. So it all starts with one simple action and one fondness of the heart. So take care of your heart so you can take care of the world and the people and the beings that need your help.
as a conclusion, if you want to do something, do it. Just do it.
Exactly. Just do it. Just like Nike said, just do it.
Okay, we don't have any
do it.
sponsorship from Nike, yeah, guys.
But yeah, just do it. Like you don't have to wait for people. You can never truly know if you can do something unless you try.
Yeah.
Yes, if you never
if you-
try, we'll never know.
Exactly. And if you cannot, then what do? You ask for help because maybe one person cannot do it, or maybe two or three persons can.
Maybe a cat can help.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A cat does magic you don't know.
Yeah, and
The
also like
cats just have to
wearing.
sit there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
they just stare at you, but really they're helping
You-
you.
Yeah. And if you guys excuse me for a second, we have a little special guest here. Okay, give me a
oh my
second.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god,
Oh my god!
Ariana.
Ariana.
Luna. 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 Okay. Okay, give me a second.
Oh my god!
She's been clicked me.
It's the one and only Luna.
Oh, you Luna.
Luna na.
Luna. Luna.
Drum roll, drum
Where are you,
roll.
Luna?
Luna. 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 Meow. Luna. Meow. Luna. Luna. Meow. Meow.
Hello.
You
Luna,
want
say.
to everything except the camera.
Okay. Luna's trying to speak.
Luna, say hi.
Everyone listen.
Luna.
Okay.
She
So
doesn't
cute.
quit. Okay. Bye.
Oh. Luna's
Aw.
like, nope, I'm done talking.
Okay. She was.
She did a cameo. She did a
I
cameo.
mean, she was knocking and kept on yelling at the door. And now
I
what?
could hear her earlier.
Yeah, I saw you
She's like,
smile.
meow.
I saw you smiling at that. And
She's like, I wanted your attention earlier, not now. Cats
what
being
now? Okay, and she's off to somewhere. Okay, so yeah, that's our cameo for the ending, I guess. I think that's all for tonight. And thank you so much, Marcus, for accepting our invitation to be on our podcast. Love you. Yep. I
Thank
cannot
you
be that.
so much for inviting me.
Of course. We thank you for whatever you've done and continue
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, one thing I want to say that I'm glad that the cats helping you guys during your studies. And, you know, seeing you guys living through your life with the help of the cats, that makes me want to go for it. And I hope that it can help any students who are currently studying in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you so much.
We love you.
Yeah,
Love you
and
too.
we are happy to know that you're advancing your studies, and we pray for the best on your studies. And when you're graduating, let us know. We are gonna go there. We are gonna attend your graduation.
Thank you. Please come.
Yeah. Okay. So we pray for the best for everything that you will go through and you are going through right now. And yeah, that's all for tonight. And that's all from Unfiltered by 2. This is Jai, Farah, and our special guest.
Balqis.
Yay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Unfiltered by 2. No edits, no filters, just us. If you're into real talk with zero sugarcoating, hit that follow, like, and share with your friends. We'll see you soon for more unfiltered energy.